I'm about a C4, C5 quadriplegic, came down with West Nile disease, have what's called acute flaccid paralysis. Originally, I could move this finger about this far, and the reason I still have the elbow stop on that I do is because if my elbow slid out of place, I'd have to have someone take and physically move my arm back in place to drive the wheelchair. I can now actually take and lower my arms. I am lucky in that I have some dexterity in my fingers where most quads can actually move their arms. I'm hoping I get that part back next. I was a businessman and owned my own company, a handyman service and remodeling company. So I had all the dreams of keeping that going after I got out of the hospital. For various reasons that didn't happen, but it wasn't because of technology. What really worked out nice so is I was able to get a job at another company doing some corporate training. I am a peer trainer, so I train other people who would qualify for the CDOS program. And technology has been wonderful for me for something like that. It could be as simple as conference calls that I do. So for me, I can turn it on my phone on either on the side, or at first I couldn't do that, so I'd take my mouse stick and press the side. So I just hit my contacts list. And I went through and set up all my contacts. And I just hit enter, and that's simple. It calls. And of course that ends the call if I need to. I use that in conjunction with my tablet computer. So I can call on the phone, talk to people. I can't turn the pages on a manual, and that can be very cumbersome, but again, with technology, you can scan and put things on a hard drive. With my tablet computer, I'm able to follow along and turn the pages just like a book. And so basically, I've got two pretty good sized manuals that I go through, and I literally look them up here and I scroll through on my tablet as I'm on the phone doing a conference call. The problem is when I first got out of the hospital, my patience level was way lower than it is now. I've learned patience immensely, and I think that's another thing everyone has to do is be a little patient. It all started with real basics where I went through a real frustrating time when it's like, okay, I can finally use a phone, but then I couldn't use the mouse stick. They did that and went through at least 3 or 4 Bluetooths. I know Jen was very patient with trying to find one that would work just right for me. And with that, I just took all that and realized that I was still capable of doing pretty much anything anyone else could do in an office or an office job.